Hello, what is your name?
Jackson Gupton.
Um, have you ever experienced a traumatic event or experienced bad mental health, and how has it affected you throughout your life?
I've experienced some experiences in my life that I wouldn't wish on any others.
Could you name one?
So I used to do high school theater, right? I'm a high school senior currently. I experienced theater throughout my life, and I did it all throughout junior high, all throughout now. And there were various times where I was excluded and made to feel less than, where was a time where I was at a theater festival, right? And I was submitting a short film, right? And there was at the exact same time of the nationally qualifying short film showcase, where I would have figured out if I qualified for nationals. Nobody showed up because they were at a musical going on at the exact same time. And rumors were spread about me my previous year, sophomore year, where pretty much it made me hard to make friends in theater. And I recently quit in January because I couldn't handle the people anymore. I was fed up and tired of the people because they did not treat me the best. They treated me like absolute crap. They were generally it was generally one of the worst times of my life when I was in theater. Because yes, I enjoyed doing the shows, but I didn't have the people there weren't the best towards me whatsoever. So yeah. Do you have any experiences?
I have many, but I will be talking about that near the end of the video.
All right.
Alright, so I have a question for you. Have you ever had a traumatic event or experienced bad mental health that has impacted you throughout your life? Yes. What was it? I was sexually harassed in 7th grade on the bus. And how has that impacted you throughout your life up to today? I found out multiple things about myself, like how I don't like whenever people touch me. Sometimes, when my friends are their love language is touch, but sometimes they go to places in my body, like neck, or thighs that I don't like. So I just hugs, kisses, stuff like that. I'm fine with. I found out that I can get depressed even though I don't know how to feel it. I feel depressed, but I don't know when I'm depressed. So have my friends to tell me. But yeah, I mostly know. My friends help me out throughout a lot of stuff mentally. That's good to hear. I hope you have a great day. Thank you.
Hello, what's your name?
My name's Eddie.
And my question for you is, have you ever had a traumatic event or experience with bad mental health that has impacted you throughout your life?
Many times.
What was that?
So I remember one time when I was about 14, I had a toxic ex who actually got me raped, and nothing I could do about it. It led me to taking substance abuse, and I got into drinking, which was a really bad thing. I'm starting to get a little clean now, but it still affects me to this day. That sometimes I can't sleep. Sometimes I don't want to hang out with anyone. I just want to be by myself, so that way I don't hurt someone's feelings with my own.
Is there anything else you'd be comfortable talking about?
Yes, but I don't believe that this video and what I'm going to talk about is going to be, appropriate for your assignment.
Okay, well that's fine then. We can blur your face if you want.
No, you can keep it if you
Okay.
want.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Mitzi.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Have you ever had a traumatic event or experience with bad mental health, like someone you know and love passing?
Yes.
How has it affected you, and what is it?
So about 3 years after I lost my mom, I lost my dad in a pretty traumatic fashion. And I have been having to process that grief for the last 4 years. In short, my dad got COVID on a road trip and he decided to make it back. He collapsed in our front yard, we tried to get him help, and when he was released from the hospital, he shouldn't have been released, and his fever spiked, and he went missing for 3 hours, and we had to have the cops look for him, and we found him. It kind of went downhill from there, health-wise. So,
And
it put my. I ended up having to be the caretaker from 4 hours away for not only my dad, but my 2 siblings who all got COVID, or who were all struggling with the COVID infection. And I was the point of contact while he was in ICU. So that was hard, especially it being, I had the biology background because of my college major, so I was the sibling that had to kind of deal with it. And then after he passed, I had to deal with not only his passing, but helping all of my kids go through the grief, helping my siblings go through the grief, and kind of having to step in and handle a lot of family things. So it was really hard on me health-wise.
hi, what's your name?
Mason.
I have a question for you.
What's your question?
Have you ever experienced a traumatic event or an experience with bad mental health that has affected you throughout your life?
Yeah, I mean, probably when our grandparents died, because that made me realize that not everyone's going to be in your life not everyone's going to be in your life forever, and sometimes there are people who are going to exit your life that you find really close to you, and you're going to have to figure out ways to handle that and get past that. And at one point in your life, you're going to realize that people are temporary. Even if they're there for a while, people will always be temporary. So you want to spend as much time with these people and make as many memories with them as you can, because they're not going to be around forever. Even if you think that they are, something can always happen. And that's one thing that I had to realize was spend as much time with the people around me as possible before it's too late.
Especially grandparents, because
They don't have as much time as we do, especially because of their age. So you want to, like, if they ask you to, like, take some time out of your day to spend time with them, and you're busy, take the time out of your day to spend it with them, because you'll never be able to make that back up. So
time is, you can't take it back.
no, you really can't take back time at all. So one thing for me is, like, for example, when one of our little brothers comes up to me and asks if they want me to play with them, I usually say yes, just because, like, they're gonna remember me playing with them when they had nobody to play with, and that's one thing that you'll regret later on in life, is not spending time with your brothers or spending time with the people around you. So,
Well, thank you for letting me ask you these questions.
you're welcome.
I hope you have a good day.
You too.
Hello, I am Lane Perkins. One traumatic event that, actually it's 2 traumatic events that have impacted me the most would be, firstly, my grandmother passing away on my mother's side. It happened in 2019. It was due to cancer, and it was 2 days before my brother's birthday. That hit me hard, but not as hard as when my grandfather on my mother's side passed away, because he was probably, he knew me very well. He understood what I liked, what I didn't like, helped me get into a bunch of hobbies, like whittling, outdoorsy stuff. And he passed away in 2021 of COVID. I was a little kid when it happened, so I don't remember much, but what I do remember is attempting to kill myself after I found out he died. I had attempted to strangle myself with a belt. Luckily, I was unable to do so. But what I want people to learn from this video is that though you may feel as if you're alone, you're not. Because when I was going through those tough times, I had my family, my friends, all there to help me through the grieving. And if, let's say, you don't feel comfortable explaining stuff to friends, you're still your family. And if you still need help, they have hotlines you can call, like the Disaster Distress Helpline, which is 1-800-985-5990. But if you are like me, I was younger, I didn't know much about it, but you have 988, the suicide prevention hotline. If you ever feel like or think about attempting suicide, and like you really feel you are like gonna attempt it, do call this number, please. You are loved by everyone. You deserve to stay on this planet. And please, reminder that you are special, one of a kind, and your parents can't replace you. They will miss you. Everyone will miss you. You may not think it, but they will. I would like to end off this video by saying thank you for all the people I interviewed, for allowing me to interview you. I hope y'all don't have trouble dealing with any of the stuff y'all had to deal with ever again. I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. Thank you for listening.